Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel.
Really, Twix? Mama needs to make a video. You need to get off my stuff. I need that stuff for a video. And I'm not talking about how to remove cat fur in this video. And he could care less.
So I've had a lot of people ask how I take care of my vintage linens when I purchase them, whether it's staining or tears, things like that. So unfortunately, there is not a tried and true method. Everybody does everything a little bit different. There's all different kinds of ways you can do it. I'm going to kind of share what I do and what generally works. So on things that are truly white, if they are white and they have stains and things on them, I will use straight bleach. I'll just use bleach with a Q-tip, put some on the end, and then dab it over the stains. Washing those separate. Make sure you don't wash items that you've used bleach on with other things in case the bleach gets on them. So that's what I do for my ones that are strictly white. Some of my other items that maybe not bright white, other colors, I tend to use the Oxi Clean Max Force in either the stain stick or the spray. And put it over the stain. I have also been known to use white vinegar to put it over the stain. Now, I'm just very careful when I buy my linens that I buy linens that I think I can get the stains out of. I pass over a lot of linens because they are too either sun faded or way too stained up. Something like that. Now this is one that I have not treated yet, but you can see there's some stainage along here. There's a bunch of different like yellowy stains running through here, this piece has quite a bit. So something like this where there's like stains all over, I'll probably end up putting this in the sink with a little warm water and then actually just pouring a little bit of this in the sink so it saturates the whole thing. Unfortunately, when you buy vintage linens and things, you don't typically know what the stains are. So it's hard to treat them sometimes. Here's a problem you can run into as well, and I think you can see it well enough on camera. But this was one that I treated for stains. It's a pillowcase, and you can tell the whole pillowcase is just very stained from body oils and things like that. But I took out some stains here around these butterflies, and now you can see I've got these white spots. So right where I put the stain remover. So again, what I'll probably end up having to do with this one, same thing, saturate this whole thing in the stain remover so that everything will get the yellow out. Again, some things are just I try different things. I will generally wash my linens either in the sink or bathtub or on the delicate cycle in the washing machine. When they're wet and after I've let the stain remover sit on there for about an hour, sometimes more, before I wash it, I always hold them up to the light and make sure that the stain has come out before I dry it. Once you dry it, the stains are pretty much permanent, which is why you end up in this predicament to begin with. I may try 2 or 3 times to take the stains out. After that, I kind of just realized they're pretty much set and there's nothing I can do about it. Which kind of goes to this thing of, you guys, if you're using linens at home on a regular basis, please make sure you wash them and take care of them before you put them away, because that's how you end up with linens with little stains on them that then we have no idea when we're purchasing them how to get rid of them. Here's another one that you can tell the way it was folded, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's actually like a line here and a line here from like where it was folded and stored. It got more light and stuff like that. You're not going to get it out. So again, I'm just very choosy with my stains, and as far as what I'll buy to, you know, get the stains out, I have passed up on a lot of stuff. So now let's talk about things like holes and stitching that's coming undone, things like that. Again, I'm choosy. So this is a cute little tablecloth that I purchased. It's in pretty good condition. There's just some areas where this brown thread has come off here, and then the corners are a little frayed and everything. So I will just take this with me to the fabric store, match some DNC floss. It looks like they've used one strand, so I'll pull out one strand, thread a needle, and then just kind of match the stitching that they've done here to fix it. When it comes to things like this, you can use fray check on holes and tears and things. Just be careful, fray check sometimes does discolor, and it will also stiffen the fabric there, so just use it sparingly. So then it's just a matter of, you know, finding thread that matches and just very carefully, you know, tucking under edges, stitching it up by hand, you know, just kind of painstakingly trying to do it to the best of my ability. Again, which is why I'm choosy with the ones that I purchase. So sometimes, depending on, like, if you have vintage linen you're going to actually cut up and make into something else, then I would suggest trying to cut around any holes and damaged spots that you have. If you know it's actually a tablecloth or something that you're trying to repair, you may have to just take it to the store, try to find a piece of fabric that's as close as possible to you know, the fabric that your vintage linen is. Now, do be aware that most vintage linens are going to be natural fibers, so they're going to be cotton, linen, something like that. And then it's just a matter of you know, how the hole is. Like this, I mean, this is an actual hole, you know. So for this, I would probably take a piece of fabric, put it up underneath, and just very carefully, like, hand sew around the edge. Again, something like this one here, where it's frayed along kind of the hemline here. This is like a linen or a linen blend. This one I'm going to end up making into a skirt because it's like a round tablecloth. So the center will be cut out for the waistband. So I'll have some of this actual fabric to use. But I would just stick that actual fabric up under the tear and just very carefully with matching thread just kind of stitch around it to hold it into place. Some areas like this where the lace is just kind of pulled away, so I would just take it and kind of push it under, push the lace kind of up and on it, kind of like that, and then stitch it in place. Probably use a tad of fray check on the back just to kind of hold it like that. But I do wash most of my linens in the washing machine on delicate cycle, unless they're very like falling apart or just very delicate, then I'll probably wash them in the sink or the bathtub. Depending on the type of linen, some of them I will dry on a delicate cycle in my dryer. Some of them I hang to dry. And then, of course, I will press them with my iron afterwards. So again, I hope this helps a little bit. Again, there's not a tried and true method, just because when you buy vintage linens, you really don't know what the original fabric content is, nor do you know what the stain is. It could be anything from rust to food, blood, you know, you have no idea. And you have no idea how long that stain has been in that linen. You know, it could have been in that linen for 50 years, and good luck trying to get it out. So, again, I'll try 2 or 3 different things to try to get it out. And then after that, it's basically, I'll just give up. It's just in there. So, you know, it's just a matter of either cutting around it or that's just, you know, the nature of the vintage linen. Your free stain, you know, something like that. So I hope this helps when you're purchasing your vintage linens, or maybe you have some at home, you know, whether you're cutting them up to use them for something else. Like this here is a tablecloth that I cut up and I made a little shirt out of, which will be an upcoming video, you know, or just keeping them as vintage linens. I do have a lot of beautiful vintage linens that I have turned into things like bags and purses, things like that, that will be on my Etsy shop in October. So feel free to look at the things that I make out of them. But I hope this video helps you, and I would say happy thrifting.